Everything you need to know to get a job as a project manager in Canada. We'll discuss in this video. Hey everyone, I'm your average guide Sahil Gogna. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we are going to discuss project management roles in Canada. And to give us an overview, we have Shireen from Vancouver, British Columbia. But before we begin, I would like you to go in the comment section below and tell me to which industry do you belong so that I can know my audience better and prepare the content accordingly. Now let's get started. Hi Shireen, first of all, thanks a lot for sparing our time and joining the call today. Can you please tell the audience something about your background? I mean the educational and the professional background.
So I did my bachelor's in computer science back in India, and then I came to Canada for my master's. And not much people know about it, but I started my master's in computer science, and I did 2 terms over there. Then I switched to software engineering because I was very clear from the beginning that I want to go into the managerial role. So I realized computer science is not for me, and software engineering would give me a wider background on the what happens in technical industry overall. So I switched to software engineering, and then because I was always focused going towards this managerial role, I did a specialization course in project management itself from McGill after coming here.
And Shireen, I'm curious to know what are your job roles and responsibilities as a project manager?
I worked as a project manager or scrum master in 2 companies so far, and there have been very different roles and responsibilities. I would say, like I have exposure of working in a small company and a big company now. So in a small company, there you cannot really define your role or responsibilities. Like whatever comes up, you have to handle that. I was working in a lot of domains over there, like from deciding business logics with the CEO of the company to designing the UI sometimes with the dev team, and then of course doing the scrum master role, which is like planning and everything. And I was also working as a QA over there. And then eventually I also moved to the client side roles because it's like you have limited resources, so they make the most out of you, so you have to do whatever comes in, I would say, in a small company. Whereas now that I'm working in a bigger company, so there are different roles, like there are specific roles and responsibilities I have, but I would say like situations I face on a daily basis are very different and new every day. So roles comes majorly like for right now that I'm working is understanding the requirements from various teams, like after talking to a lot of teams, understanding the business logics, understanding the requirements, putting them down, and then assigning them to the automation teams, or sometimes the ticket goes to another teams, and then keeping the track of it and delivery dates and all that stuff.
And Shireen, can you please tell us something about your certification that you did from McGill University? And particularly, I would like to know how was it designed, keeping in mind the industry?
For sure. So the certification I did from McGill was basically to get started with my journey of project management, because before that, all I had was all the technical background, right? Bachelor's and then master's. So I started with that idea that I want to know at least what project management is. And I think McGill certification in particular is designed in a very nice and structured way that it gives you an idea about how project management used to be, like the classic project management. That is their core course that you do it first, which is like 6 months long. And then they have like different elective subjects that you can choose from, in which they have like the latest trends going on. Like they have the agile courses as well, and learning sustainability development, change management, and all that stuff. So that was a pretty good course.
And was it really expensive to pursue this course along with your master program? I mean, what was the fees for this program? And do you really feel that this certification was effective for you in getting a job as a project manager?
For sure. To answer your second question, definitely. This is the thing that helped me land in a managerial role right away just after my master's. And talking about the cost of the certification, I'm not sure if it's expensive or not, but it was around $7,000, $8,000. And there were like 5, 6 courses. So that time I was able to make it on my own because I was doing a part-time job, which was well-paid part-time job as a student. So I can't really say like if somebody's definitely coming on loans or things, then it might be a little, out of the way to do it. But it's worth an investment for sure if somebody wants to switch roles based on my journey experience.
And Shireen, a lot of colleges also offer certification in project management and diplomas. So do you feel that it makes a difference if you're a university graduate or a college graduate, if we talk specifically about the project management certifications?
Yeah, so not really. If as long as you have the right skills and you know the environment of a managerial position, you are aware with the roles and responsibility, we experienced it in past, it really helps. And like for me personally, the first interview that I gave ever was they asked me like, you're very new, you don't have any exposure, and all I could say was like, before this, I've worked in an agile team. I have seen my Scrum Master very closely working, so I know, like I have an idea about this, and definitely I feel like I'm ready for it. So as long as you feel you have the right skills and you're ready for the position, I think you should be good to go. It doesn't matter if you have that experience from university, college, or your previous
And
jobs.
Shirin, one interesting thing is that you did this certification along with your master's program. So it was a part-time certification, right? So I would like to know, do we really need some extra immigration documents? So can we do it just on a study permit that we get? Or like, do we need to apply for some extra documents to be like legally permitted to do the part-time courses along with our master's?
No, not really. So that is very interesting point actually to bring up, because I think like when I was back in India, I didn't know like we could do these expertise course in anything once I reach here. But then I was just like very curious about learning this project management and changing my line. So I looked into it and I looked for the continuing education courses, which for any university they offer continuing education courses, right? For which you do not really need any extra study permit or anything. You can do it on your study permit, but the only challenge you might face is that you have to finish it within your study permit because your work permit does not allow you to do that. So I was like at a very close line. My study permit was expiring and I was about to be on my work permit, and I had to finish that course within a certain line. So I think that's the only thing you need to know.
Okay. And Shireen, you were working as a QA analyst before, and was it really hard to switch your profile from QA analyst to this project manager? And also, what would you suggest to people who want to follow the similar path?
So I personally believe, and I've witnessed that in a lot of people journey as well. If you want to move towards a managerial role, it's really good to have a QA background experience, because when you have a development experience, you go more towards the solution architect mindset. But then when you have a QA role, you have a QA experience, it gives you a wide idea of the product that you're testing or you're working with. So it gives you a lot of threads to think on, which really helps you once you move to a managerial role. That's what I have witnessed that personally. So I was into QA, and then as I told you, I was working in a startup company that time, part-time job, and I saw an opportunity that everything was quite scattered, nothing was much organized. So I saw that as an opportunity, and I talked to my CEO that I think we should follow agile, and maybe I can play the Scrum Master role. So sometimes you have to look for opportunities. Sometimes you have to create your own opportunities, I would say.
Yeah.
So that was that was my journey about like switching from QA to Scrum Master, and he believed in it because I was like the only QA in the company at that time, and I really knew the product in and out, and I started working with him just like
Okay.
that.
And Shirin, is there any minimum experience required to be a project manager? I mean, how's the industry for the freshers?
Yeah, so I faced a lot of challenge over there because even I was quite a fresher. I just had 1 year of work experience back in India and then just my master's. So I saw like a lot of opportunities. I'll be honest. Well, like they require a lot of experience for this kind of role. But then there are companies which have different programs. For example, I also interviewed for Bell and Rogers. So they have the leadership program, which is a kind of bridge. If you're not doing that course, maybe apply for those programs, and that is the way you can like directly enter into a managerial role. So what they have is like they hire fresh graduates who have the leadership qualities. So of course they assess you, they interview you, and if they see that spark in you and that zeal, so they like hire you for a program, and which is like 1 year or 2 years depending on the company. So they give you exposure of different domains and teams within the company. So like 3 months each, each team. You explore all the teams and everything, and then finally after like completing your leadership program, you start as a full-time permanent employee. So that is a very good opportunity for those who really want to like just jump into project manager role just after graduation. And then there were a few companies which I saw like are very open to even the freshers. If you have certifications, they definitely seek certifications. So certifications like Scrum Master, or if you have done any kind of like these days, there's a certification very famous, PMI ACP. So if you want, you can do the certifications on your own, and you will have broader options for job.
And Shireen, if we want to design a roadmap for people, like I get a lot of questions from students with a technical background who want to switch to managerial role as you did, right? So let's divide this thing into two parts. The first one is the students who are coming here for a master's program without any experience, like they're freshers after BTech, they are doing here master's program, and then they want to switch to their managerial role. And the people who have experience back in their home country, they are coming here in the master's program, and they also want to go for similar roles like the project manager. So what should be the exact roadmap for them, for a student without experience and for a student with experience?
Yeah, sure. So I know, like in my case, honestly, one of the things that was really catching my profile was that I have exposure to both technical and management education, you know. So I were like, if people are coming for masters in computer science or software engineering, definitely do it by heart, because you need to know, you need to speak the same language when you enter the company, right? Mostly you're going for like a techno managerial role. Whereas for people who do not have any experience in India and want to switch, maybe if you can afford those kind of continuing education certifications, go for that. Otherwise, go for the leadership programs, as I just mentioned, for different companies like I know Bell, Rogers, and there are a lot more, honestly. And for the people who have experience in India and they want to like switch to managerial role, they can easily just go for certifications, and I think it should be good to go.
So the certifications, they play a key role in getting a job as a project manager.
For sure, and honestly, they're not really that difficult. Like, if you're really interested, you can do it easily. It's just the cost again of the certifications, that these certifications are a bit expensive for sure.
And Shireen, I'm pretty sure like anyone watching our video will be curious to know what's the average salary that a project manager can make here in Canada. So what are your views on this?
So for the people starting their career, I think it might range anywhere between 60,000 per year to maybe like 110, 120, anything like that. It is a wide range. It really depends on your company, on the company you're going to, and also like the kind of role you're going to. So for example, if you go for a leadership role in that 1 year program in those kind of companies, that would be definitely less, around maybe 60, 70, because you're starting. But if you are able to get yourself as a proper full-time permanent position at once, then definitely the company will offer you something and then you can negotiate.
Thanks a lot, Shireen, for your valuable time, and this was really a great conversation. I'm pretty sure this will help the students a lot. So guys, this was a today's video about project management roles in Canada. I hope you have liked the video and make sure to subscribe the channel. But before you go, make sure to go in the comment section below and share your thoughts. How was the video and what type of videos would you like me to make in the future? See you in the next video. Till then, stay safe.